It is 3 years since Kenyans voted in a new constitutional dispensation introducing 47 county governments. Kenya's Constitution 2010 and legal framework on devolution place a strong emphasis on public participation, transparency and accountability as a means of improving efficiency, equity and inclusiveness of government and service delivery.
The people have the power, the sovereign power belongs to the people. They can exercise it directly or indirectly. Directly when they do whatever they want to do, or when they do it through us, whom they elect. County Government Act has said very many things about how you get views of people, how people participate in their governance.
Makueni County lies in the arid and semi-arid regions of eastern Kenya. The main economic activities are subsistence, agriculture and small trade and commerce. Provision of water and good health facilities have been a key focus of the county in the past 3 years. Since the county government came into office in 2013, a number of projects have been initiated to address the community needs through community participation in the planning and budgeting process.
We have initiated several water projects like Isololo water projects, and in fact it has done a lot because people used to go to trek about 3-4 kilometers. We have the theater in our hospital here, level 4 hospital Matiliku, and you remember somebody to undergo an operation, the nearest is Wote and the Makindu, which is quite a distance of about 40 kilometers.
The county's commitment to engaging citizens in decision-making is reflected in its county slogan.
Andumbe means people first. And of course, when you say people first, the leaders can only come after the people. The citizens, the people who are led, the public whom we work for, are really the people to consume the services, so that we are their servants rather than the opposite. And that slogan, I think, ties very well with the public participation when it comes to decision making.
The county has also developed a participation framework to guide its engagement with citizens down to the lower administration levels.
Devolution is about reaching everybody, the quiet places, the nooks and crooks of the villages and whatever, just getting everybody else to hear their voices. We need to hear the voices of the people who don't speak. The reason being that for the years that we have had self-governance in Kenya, we have, because of the political structure that we have adopted, we have developed quite a number of people who are political power brokers, who become like they are the ones who convene meetings. You go to a place, they say, no, if you don't talk to me, you can't mobilize here, you can't stay here. So they have become gatekeepers.
In October 2015, following requests from counties to improve on their participatory processes, the World Bank partnered with the government and organized a forum on participatory budgeting for the 47 counties, held at the Kenya School of Government.
Participatory budgeting is a space where citizens are entrusted to decide on a part of the municipal budget or another budget that interests them. I think the participatory budgeting seems to be the perfect instrument to try to match some important requirements which exist in the Kenyan Constitution and in the Kenyan laws for counties.
It is different from the average budget consultations in that the priorities citizens decide on for a given portion of the budget is binding to the local government.
The key thing is that it is a space where citizens can come together and share their experiences and understand how government works. But we often divide and rule at the grassroots. We use our systems and our processes to set one community against another. But through a good articulation, a good use of the PB process, we can begin to get a common understanding.
Participatory budgeting typically employs a 10-steps model that provides easy steps through which counties can adapt their current budget consultation processes to make them more effective and people-centered.
That what we are doing in Makueni despite the fact that we are holding the sub-ward hearings. There is that aspect of holding specific meetings with the respective special groups. And the main goals would be to increase the issue of transparency and ensure equitable distribution of resources, increasing social boards.
In Makueni, where the county was considerably advanced in its public participation process, key elements of the participatory budgeting 10-step process could be identified. The county chose to improve its existing process. They set aside 32% of the development budget for citizens to decide upon.
Directly 823 million, which is 32% of the development budget. But indirectly, it's like 100% of our budget is decided. Just before the budget process begins, normally, tell them what is new in the process so that it can be embraced. Like this year, we had quite a number of new things to include in the process, and so we did training. We've done it twice this year.
The county starts by training of ward administrators and public participation officials on conducting consultations, and particularly where there are new interventions. In the financial year 2015-2016, the county introduced citizen consultations at the village level, up from the sub-ward level.
We put like 13 villages together, which make a cluster, and people from the villages went to represent their people at that level. And so at that level again, the challenges identified were presented, and the proposals to address them were presented. We have 30 wards, and we have divided each ward into 2 sub-wards. So that was carried to the sub-ward, where again it was discussed, and by consensus they again agreed on what the priorities are.
Tutamap vitu zote, issues za maji, barabara wataweka pale, vile stima yote imeenda, tunataka kujua ni wapi na wapi hakuna stima. Mambo ya mashule iko wapi? Juu ya hizo zile vitu mlikuwa nasema mambo ya ECD. Kuna mambo ya mahospitali, na ningetaka tukichora kwa kila kitu. Tutakuwa kama kuna pahali kama ni hospitali iko na shida, tutakuwa tukisema labda maybe hakuna madaktari. Kuna issues za vitu tunaita thematic groups. Tuko na wanawake hapa, tuko na youth, tuko na issues za watoto. Tunataka to capture each and every ile issues ama ile mashida each and every group inakutana nayo.
The ward meeting is chaired by a community member voted in during the forum. The chairperson reads out the ongoing projects selected by citizens in the previous budget cycle to prevent reselection. Citizens decide on projects through a process of mapping and prioritization.
Women ask mostly for water and issues to do with health.
Technical evaluation is also undertaken by the various departments.
We have a duty and a responsibility as the technical officers to scientifically now analyze that information, because that participation and people preferences and wishes, they are telling you something that you must analyze and see how you're going to package it and give the right prescription. And a good example is a medical process. The patient must participate in the process of identifying and diagnosing what is the problem. So having no public participation is like presenting yourself to the hospital, lying on the couch, and the doctor determines what kind of a drug to give you without you talking.
The participation process culminates at the county forum, where delegates from the village, sub-wards, wards and sub-county and county level meet to validate the projects they had chosen, and the entire budget is read out by the County Executive Committee Finance. The governor and all the county staff and representatives of the county assembly are present.
Na nafurahia mtindo unaotumika sasa hivi katika county government ya Makueni. Tumeona kwamba itatusaidia kwa sababu tumetoka kijijini kabisa, na kama itaendelea vile bila tashwishi yoyote ama bila pesa kutumika vibaya, mwananchi wa kawaida atafaidika.
Tulikuwa tumefitisha project moja ya Kapete Dispensary, maternity ward. Tulifitisha hiyo leo,
Serikali ya kaunti inatutangazia kupitia kwa redio, local media, na pia kwa magazeti, na pia wale wafanyikazi wa kaunti wa huku chini pia wanatumobilize.
After the selection of projects, the citizens establish project management committees to monitor the implementation of their priorities.
It is not possible, and it will not be possible, to have what we call dummy projects. The PMC is required to hold its meetings, meetings at certain intervals, and then keep minutes, write minutes. And if there is a problem, the minutes will carry the story.
Leadership commitment and support for public participation is critical to its success.
There is no need to be afraid of the people. Ultimately, development is done by them, with them, so that it benefits them. So I really urge, all the county assemblies, all my colleagues, let us really invest heavily on public participation.